Are you using position sticky with all of your ordered and unordered lists, or at least with most of them? Well, you should be. Here's why. Using position sticky on your lists can be a major usability improvement. Let me show you exactly how on the example of my personal website. I will go to the writing page. Here I have a massive list that contains more than 463 articles. And just a note, this is going to be useful even if you have a smaller list than this one. I've structured the content I publish here by years. So first we have 2026 with 10 articles and 5 videos. Then we have 2025 with 2 articles and 33 videos. And then we have, I kind of lost track if I'm dealing with 2024 or 2025, or maybe I'm already at 2023. Well, this is exactly where position sticky comes in. What I can do here to improve the usability of this massive list is to make those headlines, years in this example, sticky. Let me scroll to the top of the page, open developer tools, and let's target the first headline here, 2026. I will enable position sticky. Of course, you already know that when you're using position sticky, you also need to set the top value. This is going to be the anchor point at which the element will be frozen. I will just enable the value I have here. As my blog is on WordPress, I actually want to adjust the top position according to the WordPress admin bar. If it's present, then I want the top value to be equal to that, or in other case, 0. I'm not logging into WordPress and this is probably confusing, so I'm just going to set it to 0 so it's clearer. And now as I'm scrolling the page, the headline 2026 will freeze until I reach another one, 2025. So it's perfectly clear which year I'm looking at. Now, one thing that I want to note here is that when you do something like this, you will probably want to set the background to the headline element as well, because if you don't, you're going to end up in a situation that looks like this. The text will overflow and it will be completely unreadable. So whenever you're setting position sticky, make sure that the sticky element has a background. Essentially, this is all you need to do to make your lists more usable. Set the position sticky to the headline of your list, and then just add a top value, which will be 0 in most cases. And you also probably want to set padding to that element because you don't want to stick it exactly to the top of the page. I wanted to share this tip because I often find websites that don't use position sticky on larger lists, and I often get confused which section I'm actually looking at, which section I'm actually browsing. So if you want to make your lists more usable, set position sticky to the headlines of those lists. Thank you so much for your attention. My name is Zoran Jambor. I will see and hear you in another sticky usable list, or rather in the next video.